Newcastle was the first town that the band broke big in. Way back in 1978, it was. So we loved coming to Newcastle.
Iconic Aussie band The Angels are celebrating their 50th anniversary with the release of a brand new album called 99. As well as the album, The Angels are about to hit the road for a tour that will stop in at Newey on the 5th of July. Here's the chat that we had with John Brewster. I'd love to say a big congratulations for 50 years of The Angels. It's absolutely amazing. And you have been named as the longest standing Australian band in history, which is crazy.
Yeah, how the hell that happened, I don't know. But yeah, we started the Angels in 1974 in Adelaide, and after having a lot of success just in Adelaide with the Moonshine Joke and String Band, started writing songs, and so Rick, my brother Rick, and Doc Neeson and I decided to go on the road. So I had an old EH Holden station wagon, and we drove around this country in about 4 years, I think, from 74 to 78 when the band first started to hit the big time.
Wow.
Met AC/DC in 75, and that changed our life because they introduced us to Harry Vander and George Young. We became great friends of theirs. Anyway, the rest is history. Toured the world 5 times over 5 years from 1980 to 85. Had a little taste of that again in 2015 when we did a show in London, then Paris, and then the Sweden Rock Festival. So, yeah, it's been an amazing career. Ups and downs, twists and turns, all that.
What would you consider the most significant milestone in the band's history? I feel like it'd be hard to pick one, but does one stand out for you?
Look, I think I'd probably have to say that, the release of Take a Long Line, it was our first big hit. And subsequently the Face-to-Face album that followed that. By the time we did the David Bowie tour in November 1978, the album was double or triple platinum, and it went platinum again after that tour. So that whole period from basically the Meatloaf tour in early 78 through to the David Bowie tour, that was a huge period for us. And that set us up for the rest of our career, really.
Yeah, absolutely. As it would. To celebrate 50 years, you've just released a brand new album called 99. What inspired the creation of this new album?
Well, we started recording some tracks a few years ago and then got really busy, and then COVID came along. And that shut us down for a while. And then I left the band for a few months for health reasons. I had a bit of an issue, which I won't go into. But I had to. And so the young guys in the band and my brother Rick, they all stepped up and went into the studio and recorded some new tracks. Sam and Nick Norton, who's now singing with us, wrote some fantastic songs. My brother Rick, I've got to say that this new album is a real, it's genius level as far as Rick's concerned. His solos are just extraordinary. He wrote some songs too. There's a song called Heart to Heart, which people might think, oh, that's a bit different for the Angels, and it is, but it's fantastic. So I'm just really proud of the people I play with. I mean, my son Tom's now come into the band and playing drums. So I've got 2 sons in the band. I've got my brother, who's always been there, and as I say, Nick Norton. I'm just so proud of him. I've known about Nick for years, that he was a great songwriter, great singer, but he came into the band playing the drums.
Oh,
so
okay.
He played drums with us. Yeah, he was like 12 years our drummer, and then Dave Gleason and us, we decided to move on. Dave just got so busy, he can't do everything. In the end, it sort of hurts family when you get into too many things. So Norton stepped up to the plate, and he's just fantastic.
Yeah, and so other than Heart to Heart, do you have any other favourite songs from the album?
I think Nick Norton wrote a song called Heartbeats, which and it was like an attempt to write an angel song. It's in the same bag as something like Marseille,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's just a fantastic song. And I recorded my rhythm guitar parts sitting in the with a laptop in the tent, about to go on stage with the Angels at the last of the Red Hot Summer shows. So I had chocolate starfish in my left ear, everyone yapping in my right ear. I had the headphones on, of course, and I could hear all that. And the track was up the centre here somewhere, and I played the guitar. And I said to Ricky Ray, who mixes the band, I said, I don't know if this is any good, but there it is. And actually turned out great. So that's one of my favourites. I've got to say, I think this album, I think we have benchmark albums over the years, particularly that period Face to Face, No X, Dark Room, which is like 78, 79, 1980. The band, when I wasn't in the band, actually released Beyond Salvation. That was a big album. You could probably call that a benchmark type of album too. But I think this latest one, 99, is another one. And I'm not just saying that because it's our latest thing and I'm hyping it. I'm that excited about it. I think it's brilliant. Ricky Ray mixed it great. We played really well on it. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
50 years later to release an album like that means a lot to me.
Absolutely. No, when I saw your quote saying that it was a benchmark album, I kind of had a similar thought, being like, he's just hyping it up. But then I listened to it, and seriously, it's so nostalgic, but so fresh. All of the guitar parts are really clean, and it's just everything that you love about the Angels, but in 2024. It's pretty brilliant.
That's lovely of you to say. It's because you're a younger generation, and we have so many people, young people, who come to our shows. They, whether they got introduced by parents or we still get good airplay on radio, so maybe they find out about us that way. And we have a proud reputation of being a great live band. We've always valued that part of what we do, that relationship between the band and the audience, and it's still there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, speaking of that, you're about to head on tour and you'll be here in Newcastle on the 5th of July to play at King Street. Can you tell us a little bit about what we can expect from your set lists on this tour? Because, I mean, you've got a plethora of chart toppers to be able to pick from.
Well, it's a difficult thing to pick the sets that we play because we've got so many damn songs. We've been around for so long. And there's a lot of songs that people love. But I must say, before I preface this, Newcastle was the first town that the band broke big in way back in 1978. It was so we love coming to Newcastle, and I'm not hyping you there either. We've always loved coming to Newcastle. It's a rock and roll town, a great town, or city, I should say, and yeah, I mean, what we'll do, we've got MySex with us, great friends of ours. Another band that has a wonderful repertoire. Their songs are just fantastic. Steve Balby fronts the band.
Yeah.
Murray Burns is the only guy left from the original lineup. But the thing is, what we're all discovering is that you create something and you create a name, and that name means a lot. It's like a brand, I suppose. But what's within that brand is songs. And if you've got enough good songs, then the band's going to, as long as you represent it well, and MySex are great. So we're really happy to have them with us. It's not the first time we've gone on tours with having them as special guests. But I've sort of diverted from what you asked. As far as songs, I don't know. They're all there. The song that we would get lynched if we didn't play, which is "Am I Going to See Your Face Again?" That's always there, and for obvious reasons. And there's Marseille, Shadowboxer, After the Rain, No Secrets, Face the Days, one I always love playing. We'll do the new single, 99. There'll be a lot of songs that people know and love. So, looking forward. Can't wait to get back on the road. I mean, it'll be a longer show than we've been doing. when we did the side shows with Cheap Trick and Red Hot Summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only play for like 50 minutes. We like playing a bit longer than that, so this will be a bit longer.
Beautiful. Well, look, congratulations again on 50 years and congratulations on this brand new album. Seriously, it's fantastic and I can't wait to listen through it again. And thank you so much for spending some time with me. Can't wait to see you in Newey.
My pleasure. Turn it up loud. You'll love it.